What do you normally do on New Year's Eve? I can tell you one thing, there's not going to be any dragons in this video. This New Year's Eve, or should I say last New Year's Eve, I stayed home. I should have gone to my mother-in-law's, but I stayed home and edited one of my videos. I generally spend a lot of my New Year's Eves at home. I spend the time with a bit of self-reflection. The next day I went to see my grandmother-in-law and the auntie as well, and that was interesting. So they pulled out a different sort of a Japanese spread of food and stuff like that, and it was good. There was some sort of fish food there as well, which I'm not a massive fish food fan, but the grandmother knows me quite well now, so she actually prepared some fried chicken for me as well, which was awesome. Next year I'm going to try and make a bit more of an effort to actually turn up on New Year's Eve and take part in the festivities. That night I was actually meant to go to the local shrine and see the year in at the local shrine, but sometimes I've been quite typical, in that in my past there might have been parties on or something like that, and right at the last minute I've decided, oh, you know what, I'm just not feeling it. And so I guess that leads me on to my next part of the video, which is, I have to say thank very much to everybody that's followed me so far. I'm now finally past 100 subs. This is probably not the norm way of announcing my gratitude for passing 100 subs. Most people will do a separate video about it. But yeah, I definitely am appreciative of the support that I've received so far. And I do have a lot of plans moving forward into the future with the channel. Although, in saying that, over the past week I have been hitting the streets, and I've been going around various different barbershops to see who would be interested in hosting me and allowing me to film in the barbershop and film their customers. But it's actually been quite hard, especially considering I'm not fluent in Japanese. And from what I've gathered, in most cases, a lot of the barbers they're over 70, and a lot of them are retiring now. So what I thought might have been a viable option doesn't seem to be looking so good at the moment. I do have a backup in that if that doesn't work, I'm looking to perhaps make another channel which will niche down into food. But in order to actually try and grow a proper channel, you really do need to try and niche down into something, and that is what I'm trying to work out at the moment. The barber video on this channel has been really great. It's literally, as of today, almost hitting 9,000 views. I was really surprised. I did not expect that at all. Which is really funny considering both my father and I hold the same opinion that watching videos like that can be like watching paint dry. I'm definitely not the demographic of the person that would actually watch those sort of videos, but I can definitely see that there's people out there that would be interested in watching those videos. But at the same time, I'd be interested in actually filming those sort of things, just from the camera angles and the techniques used to capture those situations. Which leads me on to my next point. I really need to continue learning Japanese, because it's definitely going to help me out going forward. And as cliche as other people, or as cliche as it sounds, and what other people do say is, yeah, you definitely need to learn Japanese as much as you can before coming to the country, because it just will make things much more smoother, especially when you're trying to go door to door and ask people for something, or to try and cooperate with people. It can be really hard. It's sort of like trying to do door-to-door sales, which I've done in the past, and even doing that in English, it was a nightmare. So trying to add that element to going around and actually knocking on people's doors and not being able to speak their language is just, yeah, it's pretty hard. It's not actually something I would have thought that I would have needed to have done whilst trying to set up or become a bit more specific with my channel. The hardest part with trying to learn Japanese is, I guess, the motivation factor. I mean, obviously the motivation should be there straight away, really. But upon doing my day-to-day work and then managing the YouTube, then trying to muster up the motivation to do that can be a bit hard. but I really do need to pull my finger out and place that as a bit more of a priority. And I guess in the same vein, it's been quite cold here recently, and it's been deathly slippery to go outside and walk around. So my fitness has been put on a bit of a back burner. I can't really do too much cardio in the house because otherwise it makes too much noise. So I have to try and, if I'm doing any aerobics or something to that effect, I have to basically do it like a cat. Which I guess would end up using more of my stabilizing muscles, but yeah. So I am sort of looking forward to the ice dissipating so I can start going out for more walks again, start doing my rucking again, which is basically putting on a backpack and a weighted backpack and going for lengthy walks. And yeah, that's pretty much, that's about it really. It's a very brief update, this video. I do have other videos in the works, but I've basically I've been a bit busy this week, so this episode, again, no dragons here, bit of a filler episode, but I hope you enjoyed the Obihiro scenery that I put up as the background for this video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, take care, bye for now.